ओके स्टूडेंट्स, लास्ट वीडियो में हमने चार्ज के ऊपर बात की थी। आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक रहेगा वो प्रोडक्शन ऑफ चार्ज। देयर आर डिफरेंट मेथड टू प्रोड्यूस द चार्ज। वी डिस्कस वन बाय वन इन दिस वीडियो। अभी तक अगर किसी ने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, ताकि आपको नए वीडियो जैसे ही वीडियो अपलोड होगा आपको मिलता रहेगा। तो हम बात करते हैं प्रोडक्शन ऑफ चार्ज। किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट, कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है, वो चार्ज कैसे अटेन करेगा। मीन एनी ऑब्जेक्ट कैरी ऑन चार्ज by different method. There are three basic method. First is friction, second is conduction, and third is induction. Mean any object acquire charge by these three method. First is by friction, by second is by conduction, and third is by induction. We discuss one by one and we understand the basic concept behind these method. First we discuss about the friction. Here we take a neutral object A. This is neutral object A. We take another neutral object B. This is also B. Initially both, this is neutral, this is also neutral. Both are neutral, mean these objects do not carry any amount of charge. Mean they have equal positive and negative charge on it. Now we rub the surface of first object and second surface. Let us consider this is first object, this is second object. We carry on these two very close and they rub. It is understand rubbing is the process when their surface come contact in actual form. These two objects rub mean there is a relative velocity in between them. If there is no relative velocity, rubbing process do not take place. During the rubbing of their surface, electron from one object transfer to electron on the other object. This is the object A, this is object B. This move upward direction, this move downward direction. There is relative velocity between them. This process is rubbing process. Rubbing process. Due to this process, one object, let us consider A object, lose their electron to object B. When their surface come in contact actually, and during the rubbing process they get hit up, and electrons that are loosely bound to the atom of first object are removed from their surface and other surface attract or gain these extra electron. So in this process transfer of electron take place. Transfer of electron take place. Mean electron transferred from one object A to object B. That object lose the electron, carry positive charge, and that object gain the electron, mean extra electron, carry negative charge. This is the process of production of charge by friction process. Here it is important to note that initially both carry charge is equal to 0. Mean QA is equal to 0 is equal to QB. Both have the charge 0. But after rubbing this process, this lose the electron, this gain the electron. It carry positive charge and it carry negative charge, because at object A deficiency of electron take place and at B efficiency of electron take place. There is actual transfer of electron. So these charges are in magnitude. QA magnitude is equal to QB. They are equal in magnitude. Both carry charge of opposite nature. Their charge is unlike, but in case of magnitude they carry equal charge. In this way, we produce the charge on an object or onto neutral object. This method is known as the friction method. We can say that when two neutral objects rub their surface, during actual contact of their surface, there is electron transfer take place between these two objects. One object lose the electron, other gain the electron. In this way, object that lose the electron carry positive charge and that gain the electron carry negative charge. Here equal and opposite charge produced on the object. In this way, we can produce the electric charge. This is the method to produce charge by friction method. Second method is, in the second method is by conduction. Here rubbing process. Equal in amount but opposite nature of charge produced on the object. This is the method. Second method we discuss here, conduction method. Conduction method is, I also provide the PDF notes of this topic in description of this video. इसलिए टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं, आप समझ लें कंसेप्ट को. इनके नोट्स हैं, PDF की फॉर्म में आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएंगे. नीचे जाके आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में इनके नोट्स राइट डाउन कर सकते हैं. आप समझिए कि बेसिक कंसेप्ट है क्या. Conduction method, this is the first object A, this is the second object B. Here this object is already charged. This is charged object and this is uncharged object. Uncharged object. Charged object means imbalance of charge. Here imbalance between number of proton and electron. There is imbalance mean if object A is charged, it means that either number of electron greater than number of proton or number of proton greater than number of electrons. This is imbalance in the number of proton and electrons. When uncharged object, this is uncharged object, mean it carry charge is equal to 0, come close to this object and they actually contact, actual contact of their surface. Mean initially we take one object that is charged, mean it has imbalanced number of electron and proton. This is another charge, another object which is uncharged, mean it carry 0 charge. This object come close to this. In this way their surface actually come in contact. This is the object A, this is object B, this is charged. This represent the red sign represent the negative charge. We consider a positive charge. It may have number of electron or proton imbalanced in numbering. This is another object that is neutral. Come close to this and come contact with their surface. Due to this contact, there is redistribution of flow of charge. When they actually contact their surface, this charge redistribute or spread over this surface. Mean charge, we can say that charge either positive or negative spread over the surface of B object. In this way, this imbalanced number of electron and proton object come contact with this surface. This charge, this, let us consider here is positive charge, here is positive charge, that when they come in contact, charge spread over this object also. Then we can separate these objects. This is A object, this is B object. Individually they carry charge, similar charge. If object A is negatively charged, then object B also attain negative charge. If object A is positively, then B also have the positive charge. This method is the conduction method. So here surface are actually come in contact, and redistribution of number of electron and number of proton, actually number of electron are transferred from one object to another object. I mean, we can say that charge redistribute over the surface of two objects. When they separate out, then object B obtain the same polarity of charge. Here polarity means same nature of charge. If object A have positive charge, it also have the positive polarity or positive charge. It has negative charge, it also have the negative polarity or negative charge. This method is conduction method. So we can say that here in conduction, uncharged object is in actual contact, with charged object. It also carry charge of same nature. We can say that like charge. This is the method. We can say that it is conduction method. In case of induction, now we discuss or understand the method induction. In induction, this is the first object A. It also carry positive charge. We consider it carry positive charge. I mean, initially object is charged, and there is another object. This is neutral. Object B is neutral. It means that it do not have any charge. I mean, number of electron and number of proton are balanced. Here number of electron and number of proton are not balanced. Due to imbalance between the number of electron proton, any object carry charge. Here balancing between the number of electron and proton, so it is neutral. But charge zero does not mean that there is no number of electron and proton present. Already number of electron and proton both are present in this, but they have equal amount. So this object come close to this, but do not contact with A. That is important. This object B carry on close to this or bring to near this. Under the effect of their field, because this charge also produce the field, and that field produce electrostatic force. Mean, what is the meaning? Meaning is that this charge carry its field around it. When this object bring near to this object, due to the presence of this external field, electron present inside it or proton present inside the object B, both have the nature of charge, either positive or negative. They are repelled if electron and proton carry positive charge, electron carry negative charge. There is some disturbance due to external force produced by this charge, and this object B get charge in this way, this object B gets charged in this way, its this part became positively charged and this became negatively charged. Mean electron and proton, they coincide, their center are displaced by the charge of this object, field of this object, because it is charged object. It produces some external field. Electric field is, let us consider here, electric field is E, and this object placed or bring near this object, or we can say that inside this field. This object carry electron and proton, both are charged particle. Then external force F is equal to Q into E. We know very well electrostatic force or Coulomb force is equal to Q into E. So this charge is electron. If Q is equal to E for electron, negative E for electron, then force on the electron is equal to force exert on the electron is minus E into E. Similar for proton, charge of proton is plus E, then force on proton is plus E into E. There is net electrostatic force come into action. This force exert by the field of this charge on these electron present in this object B. This is B object, and electron that are present in the inside the object B experienced electrostatic force minus E into E. But proton also present here. These proton also experienced some amount of electrostatic force, that is plus EE. So electron and proton both experienced by these electrostatic force, they feel the force, and positive and negative charge have the different direction. This is positive direction. So force exert on the positive charge in the direction of field. So here proton move in this direction and electron move in this direction. There is separation between the action line or center, that coincide be separated, and due to separation of positive and negative polarities, this object attain charge. Now in second step, we connect it with the earth. By earthing this charge, this positive charge, in some book or some channel or some teachers say that due to the earthing positive charge disappear. Why this positive charge disappear? It does not goes to the earth. It is balanced by the electron of earth. This positive charge due to this earthing is balanced. We can say that by earthing, due to earthing, the outer side of B object, its positive charge balanced, we can say that cancelled by electron provided by earth. In this way, this positive charge disappear, because number of electron provided by ground must balance this positive charge, so they cancel and resultant is 0, only negative charge present here. And finally, we can say that both objects, when they are separated, this object A and this object B, B object carry negative charge. It is negatively charged, and it also positively charged, positively charged, positive charge. So important things is here object A and B do not connect, actually they do not contact their surface, and object B attain the charge. Only in the presence of this field produced by the object A also responsible to produce charge on this object B. This method is induction method. So now I compare these three methods and write down here what is the basic difference between them and how we can read and we can write into exam, and how we clear our concept and also differentiate the method induction, friction and conduction. The basic difference between them is, I will write here, this is friction, this is friction, in middle I write conduction, and here I will write induction. This is induction. The basic difference is, first difference is initial condition. Both object A and B, both object initially neutral. Here initially one object charged and other uncharged. Here also one object charged and other uncharged. This is the first condition. The basic difference between these are, in case of friction, this object A and this object B both are neutral. A and B both are neutral. Here this object is A, this object is B, this is charged, either positively charged or negatively charged, but this is neutral. Here also condition, this is A and this is B, this is charged object, either positively charged or negatively charged, but second object is neutral. This is the first difference between them. Second difference is, the second difference between these, surface of both object comes in actual contact. Both object touch their surface. Here in this, both object touch their surface actually or in actual. Both object do not touch their surface. This is the second basic difference between these. This in this phenomena or in this method, both objects actually come in contact. They touch their surface. In case of conduction, also touch their surface, but in case of induction, there is no actual contact or they do not touch their surface. Third difference is, basic difference is, after producing after take place this phenomena, both object A and B carry opposite charge after charging. Mean when they come in contact, actual transfer of electron take place due to rubbing process. Here rubbing process take place. This object attain the positive, then this object also attain negative charge. Here both object have same nature of charge. Same nature means like charge after charging. This have the positive charge, B also have positive charge. If A have negative charge, B also have negative charge. This is the difference. Here both object carry opposite nature of charge after charging. In this phenomena, induction, if it has positive charge, after charging of object B by method induction, this carry negative charge. If this is negatively charged, then object B is positively charged. Here opposite nature of charge produced. In this way, we can identify these three methods. What will be the basic difference between friction, conduction and induction? In this way, we can separate these three methods. Here initially both A and B are neutral. Here one is charged and other neutral. Here also one charged and the other neutral. Here actual contact of their surface mean object A and B touch their surface actually. Here also touch actually, but in case of induction it bring near to it, but they do not touch their surface. After charging phenomena, both object A and B get charged by different nature, mean unlike charge. Here have the like charge and here also have the unlike charge or opposite nature of charge. In this way, we can distinct these three methods of production of charge. It is very important topic, and in journal, in question asked into exam, write down the different method of charging of an object and explain any one. So you can explain any one. For some time, a special method given that define friction method, define conduction method and explain induction method. So in any way question asked, you can easily write down the answer of this question. You imagine or you create image into their mind as what will be the basic difference and what are the key word to write the answer of friction, conduction and induction. In this way you can write easily. Our next topic is, now we discuss on the detection of charge. In last video we discussed about the charge, their property, method of production of charge, and now the last topic about the electric charge is detection of charge. How we can detect this object carry charge or not. Absence and presence of charge on an object can be determined, can be detected with the help of a simple device that is known as gold leaf electroscope. The device name is gold leaf electroscope. gold leaf electroscope is the device used to detect the presence and absence of charge on an object. Mean detection of charge mean to detect or to find the presence or absence of charge on an object. Device name is, this is device name is gold leaf electroscope. It is very simple device. We see here in diagram, this is the structure of gold leaf electroscope. We understand this, and I will provide PDF of this topic in the description of video. You can download from there. This is the glass bottle. This is the glass bottle, and this is the neck, or we can say that it is cap or lid. This is made up of metallic cap. This is metallic rod, or we can say that metal rod. And these two, this and this, these two are, this and this are gold leaf, gold sheet or leaf. Mean these are a pair of thin gold sheet. This is the simple device. It is completely create the vacuum. There is vacuum inside this. So gold leaf electroscope is the device used to detect the presence or absence of charge on an object. The method or the process to detect charge is, this is the simplest device. Here a glass bottle is, it has vacuum inside it. Its neck is completely packed with lead, and upper layer is metallic cap. It attached to the metallic rod to the a pair of gold leaf. These are pair of gold leaf. How this device work? Let us consider. This is the object, or this is the rod. We want to detect which type of charge present on this rod A. So it does not give direct reading. We touch this and it gives the reading. It is not the process. The basic concept is, we know very well, when glass rod touch or rubbed with silk. This is the reference. When glass rod rubbed with silk cloth, this is the silk cloth, we consider that, and this is the glass rod. When we rub this, then glass rod attain positive charge, and silk cloth carry negative charge. This is the reference. When a glass rod, we take a glass rod, it rubbed with the silk cloth for some time, we get glass rod get positively charged. Then this glass rod touched to the cap of this metallic cap. Then due to conduction, here method is friction method. Here method is friction method. to produce charge. Produce charge. These are also important. This is the friction method to produce charge on an glass rod. Now, this glass rod, which is positively charged, it carry positive charge. We know very well this is non-charge. Touch to this cap. When a glass rod of positively charged touch to this metallic surface, due to conduction, here method is conduction method, because they actually come in contact, and this is neutral part, or glass rod carry positive charge. Condition is one is positively charged and other is neutral, and their surface touch actually. This is conduction. Due to conduction method, this positive charge transferred through this conductor here. Here is positively charged, transferred, and these pair of gold leaf get positively charged, and we remove this glass rod now. They get positively charged. They carry positively charged. And which method they carry positive charge? That is conduction method. And here positive charge produced on the rod is method is friction method. And here these pair of gold leaf acquire charge due to conduction method, because glass rod that is positively charged touch to the cap of this bottle or this device. Due to actual contact between their surface, charge transferred through this metal rod and they get positive charge. We know very well like charge repel. Condition is, there are many concepts behind this topic. Now concept rise, it carry positive charge, it also carry positive charge, they have like charge, and we know that like charge repel, like charge repel. So these pair of gold leaf repel to one another, they spread, the gap between these two metallic rod expand. So now this is the object. We want to this object carry charge or not. If it carry charge, mean there is the presence of charge. Which type of charge present on this object? We want to calculate. This is our basic question. First, we want to detect this object A. This is unknown object, unknown, but glass rod is known. This is known because we know very well positive charge on the glass rod, but we do not know what the nature of charge present on this rod. This is unknown. So first we want to detect this rod carry charge or not. The method is, we put up this rod and again touch to this. This is this rod put from here and touch to this. When we touch, there is also conduction method. Due to conduction method, if this carry charge also transfer here. There are two phenomena happening here. I will write here what phenomena happened here. First phenomena is when unknown object touch to this, and two phenomena. First, if gap between pair of gold foil increase or decrease, and second phenomena, there is no any change in the gap between these foil. There are two conditions happening here. When unknown object touch to the cap, metallic cap, this is the upper part. Here we touch the unknown object. Two conditions take place. First, gap between pair of gold foil increase or decrease. One possibility is arise here, and the second possibility is there is no any change in the gap between the foil. So if after touching here object there is no change in the gap between these, here and here is D gap, after touching D is dash is equal to D, mean final gap is equal to initial gap, there is no change, it means that object is neutral. This condition give that object A do not have charge, do not have charge. If there is no change in the gap between the foil, it means that initial and final distance between these foil remains same, then we can say that unknown object do not have charge. There is the absence of charge on the object, unknown object. And if distance, final distance, second condition here arise, distance D dash never equal to D. Never equal to D mean D dash either greater than D or D dash less than D. There are two possibilities arise here. First possibility we have already discussed here. There is no change in the gap. It means that object, unknown object have no any charge. It means that it is neutral. There is no any charge present on the object. But if gap between them change have two meaning, either increase or decrease. If gap between them change, it means that unknown object carry charge. The nature of charge on the unknown object depend on the phenomena or in the what happened to the gap. If gap increase or gap decrease, there are two possibilities. First possibility is this. I remove this possibility from here. If first condition, if gap increase, mean D dash greater than D. What happened? If gap after touching the unknown object to the cap, then gap increase, it means that this rod move here, this rod move here, there is much repulsion. It means that repulsion increase or repulsion proportional to the charge, magnitude of charge. Here already positive charge and some amount of positive charge extra given to these, then there is much repulsion. So unknown object have positive charge. It means that. Second possibility, if gap decreases D dash less than D, it means that they contract, the gap between them decrease, they come close. It means that presence of positive charge is reduced and positive charge cancelled by the negative charge. So we can say that unknown object have negative charge. These are the possibility of this device. In this way we can easily find out easily detect an object have charge or not and which type of charge that object carry. We easily detect with the help of this device. This is the process of detection of charge. Now I will write again, as I will write into the conclude form as there are three possibilities. First possibility, gap between foil, foil means gold foil, not change, or here gap between foil changed. If not change, it means that unknown object is neutral. It means chargeless. There is no charge is zero. If gap between the foil changed, then unknown object have charge. What type of charge? Again two possibility arise. First, if gap increase or if gap decrease. Gap increase or gap decrease. If gap increase, it means that unknown object have positive charge. If gap decrease, then unknown object have negative charge. This is the chart to understand this topic. This is very easy, and in this way we easily learn this topic. There are some phenomena happening in this process. First, glass rod rubbed with silk and glass rod attain the charge. That phenomena is friction. Method to produce charge is friction. Second phenomena inside it is when any charged object touch to this surface, then charge transferred to here. This method is charge production by conduction method. Third phenomena is here, gap between them increase or decrease, that depend on the electrostatic force. If amount of charge increase, there is more repulsion or attraction. Due to electrostatic force of interaction, there must be variation or there must be change in gap between the gold foil. This is the topic related to this chapter or this topic, electric charge. I have finished complete टॉपिक इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक चार्ज. ओके, थैंक यू. अगर किसी ने अभी भी हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो नीचे दिए गए बटन पे जाके उसको सब्सक्राइब कर दे ताकि जैसे ही नया वीडियो आए आपको मिले. और एक खास बात यह है कि आप पूरा वीडियो देखें. जब तक आप पूरा वीडियो नहीं देखेंगे तो आपको आपका कंसेप्ट क्लियर नहीं होगा. बहुत सारे बच्चों की समस्या यही रहती है कि वो वीडियो पूरा देखते नहीं है या पूरे टॉपिक की जानकारी लेते नहीं है और जब एग्जाम में बैठते हैं तो उनको क्वेश्चन गलत होते हैं. इसलिए वीडियो पूरा देखें और चैनल को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर